Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Let's Get Better. This week it's already, I think, we are on episode number 5. Wow, that went fast. Today we're going to talk about Asaro Heads. I'm not sure if you know these, but you should Google them. Like I say, like every week, Google it. Yeah. So, what are Asaro heads? Well, Asaro heads are like simplified versions of the human face, I guess. Yeah, simplified versions of the human face. They really like show you the planes and the shape of the face, and when you draw them, it sort of like simplifies the very complex form that is the human face. So you learn, you actually sort of like learn how to simplify them, which is great. And you also learn about the proportions of the face, like what is where, and how you can draw convincing faces even from your mind, from your imagination, which of course is fairly important when you're a concept artist or an illustrator or whatever. Although it's not that important because I know like a lot of concept art nowadays just either have no faces or they just like they just copy a face from an actor or from pictures or whatever. So it is very useful to be good at your craft so that you can actually paint and draw faces from imagination yourself, so you don't have to rely on other resources. Anyway, back to the study. I think the most important thing about doing these Asaro head studies is learning how light hits the face, and what lights up. So you really get you train yourself to feel the face more as a 3D shape, right? So this isn't useful just for faces. It's useful for everything in your work. So learning how light works on the planes of the face, that's great. I will also link in the description below. I will put some links up to some photo series and some examples and turnarounds of Asaro heads with different lights. They are in no way my photos or something, but when I was researching this episode, I came across some pictures and I felt like, wow, this is great stuff for learning. So definitely something to put in there and share with you guys, which I also hope you share back with me. If you run into stuff, you go like, wow, this is really useful or this is really awesome, then please share it. Because I'm just one guy alone, and of course I don't know everything. All right. So and also if there is stuff that you like want to see or want to learn, or like subjects I could tackle that you think that might be useful for you, then please let me know. Because I've been training myself. I haven't been going to art school or whatever. I just trained myself for the last couple of years, and that's how I became an illustrator / concept artist. And sometimes hard to remember, or I might not even know all the exercise that you can do to get better. So if you know some, or if you're like, well, I really want to learn this or this, or maybe about Photoshop or whatever, then just let me know, and I can see if I can make a video about it that might be useful to you and perhaps a lot of other people as well. So right. So I think I'm already coming to the end of this study. I painted this in the background. I haven't really talked and said anything about it, but I painted it. It's a time lapse. It was, I think, 40 minutes from start to finish. And as you might have noticed, I slowly build up my values. I go from fairly bland, not too dark, not too light, and then I just keep building on that, which means I sometimes have to repaint things. But I already know that I will have to do that as soon as I start, so I don't really mind. I think I should practice more to be more direct, like be more daring and directly go for that very dark or that very light. But yeah, I don't know. I find that really hard to do. So that is definitely something I'm still got to practice on. But yeah, I think everybody's there, right? I mean, everybody still has to practice and do studies to get better. So even if you're just beginning and you're looking at people going like, what? These guys are so good. I can never get that good. Everybody was there, right? Everybody was at that point where, well, where you can pretty much draw a stick man and that's all, everybody, nobody just like got out of their mom and just started drawing as a pro. that never happened. I'm sure there's sort of like a natural talent that some people have, but I think 99% of it is just really hard work, dedication, and really like being serious about it, So yeah, don't really look up to people and go like, I can never get to that level, because those people that you're looking up to were looking up to someone else probably thinking the same thing. I can never get to that level. So you really can. Anyway, next week I'll be on vacation, so there's probably not going to be a new episode. The week after I will put another one up. So hopefully I'll see it then. And if you're looking at this at some other time, then I'm sure there's another episode. All right. Thank you. See you later.